been watching King of the Hill. And my son actually like belly laughed watching it. And it was like they went back like when they were doing Halloween as kids, and Boomhauer's dressed up as a ghost with a sheet with like flowers on it. And he raised the voice like, "Yo man, dang, oh wah!" Boom. And my kid was like,
Okay. Well, hello. Welcome to Entertain This, a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games.
James.
My name is Hayden. With me I have Mitch.
Hello.
And Tam.
Hello.
His name is not Hayden. It's old Tom.
And I'm now Tim.
Well, we had plans, and then I didn't do the plans. And then I hijacked the podcast and said, we're going to do what I want.
He had 3 weeks to watch 2 movies, and I was like, I didn't do that.
Couldn't be bothered.
6 hours before we're supposed to record, I didn't do that.
Nah, it just wasn't enough time.
There wasn't. It was busy. But before we begin, social media, Mitch.
Well, you can go to @entertainthis_ on X, Instagram, and TikTok, and you can go to @entertainthis59 on YouTube and check out some of our little reels and our episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Is our stuff like linked and like if you pull it up on you're listening, just scroll down.
Yeah,
you
can do that.
Well, I gotta do everything for you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
You want me to like the podcast myself?
You want me to type it into Google for you?
Like and subscribe, 5 stars.
Yeah. Ask Jeeves, buddy.
All right. I need a pen and paper. We're gonna
You're the most needy
nothing.
person.
we're gonna start off with trivia
There's a notepad. All
right
right.
from the rip.
Go for it, Tom.
All right, listen to old man noises as Tom goes and gets. I get a pen over there.
Didn't do the homework. Didn't bring his materials.
Now the questions are important, so this is what we're gonna do for trivia.
Questions and trivia are important.
I know, but usually you guys just like buzz when I breathe a certain way. It's just
Right.
instant
Oh yeah. Do we
buzz.
need buzzers?
No, you don't need buzzers.
That's just have to beat Tom.
I'm just gonna start with. Well, let's do this. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
16.
1 and
1 and 10.
Okay, Tom wins. I'm gonna start with.
I went by default. All right. Good job. You illiterate moron.
You can tell which of us have a college education and which doesn't. So, all right.
I have some of it.
So I'm gonna start with Tom. Tom, if you get the question wrong, I'll default to Mitch, and then if Mitch gets it wrong, I'm just gonna give you the answer. We're not gonna go.
Okay.
It's like I'm not going back and forth that much.
All right.
I can't be bothered.
All right. Question number 1. In 1997, a coding error caused police cars to violently suicide ram player vehicles at high speeds in a prototype game called Race and Chase. What game was built when developers abandoned the boring racing simulator to focus entirely on police chases and an open world crime?
GTA.
Again,
Oh, yeah.
my turn.
I forgot.
How have you lived this long?
I'm gonna
Good
go
job,
with
Tom.
I was what is Grand Theft Auto?
Yes.
That's okay. If I edit this out, he doesn't have that point.
All right, Mitch, I'm.
He just puts out the questions that he got right.
Wow, Tom really screwed the pooch. Okay, Mitch, I'm looking at you now. And
Okay.
I'm talking to you, so therefore, this is your question.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. In 1991, playtesters discovered they could mash buttons fast enough to trap an opponent in an unblockable beatdown sequence. What fighting game turned this animation glitch into the official combo mechanic?
Mortal Kombat.
No.
1991.
Yes.
Is it? Can I ask if it's a console or like a true arcade?
Yeah, it's both.
Okay. Street Fighter?
Can I go? Can I go?
Yes, yeah, I believe you.
Street Fighter 2.
Yes, Mitch.
I was like, why is he staring at me? It's like,
I was waiting for you to finish the question. All right. I said I wouldn't go back to you, but you're going to need all the points you need. All right. I guess we're back to Tom. In 2009, creator Marcus Persson tried to code a friendly pig, but swapped its length and heights variables, spawning a terrifyingly green monster that exploded when approached. What game mascot was accidentally born?
Minecraft.
Yes, but what's the...
What?
Oh, Creeper.
Yes.
He said Minecraft. It was my turn.
Well, he said what game?
It's part of the question.
Character.
Yeah, you got it. All right. Mitch, in 2003, a hacker stolen the unreleased source code for one of the most anticipated video games of all time, delaying the game by a year and forcing Valve to overhaul its entire internal network, specifically designed by Gabe Newell
That doesn't give me any hint.
What game was leaked? Valve.
I have a guess. Man, it's like you could see
BioShock?
the gears.
No. That's not even-
Half-Life 2?
Yes, it's Half-Life 2.
I don't know. I've never played
You
Half-Life.
need to.
The only game I can ever think of that Valve made is Half-Life.
We've made a lot.
I can't think of any games, I guess, other than Half-Life now.
With Hayden.
It's one of the most. It's like quintessential
played it.
games.
Yeah,
Never played
I never played
It's
it.
because you're all console dorks. All right. In 1996, a color palette glitch caused a red team player to randomly display blue name tags in a multiplayer mod. What class did developers invent based on this bug?
Read that one more time.
All right. In 1996, a color palette glitch caused the red team players' names, like their tags, their player tags, to randomly display a blue name tag in a multiplayer mod. What class did developers invent based on this bug? I'll give you a hint. The class was called Spy. The game is called
Spy. I don't know.
Going once, going twice.
Like a class of character or like a class of like
The class, the archetype that you could play as in this game was called Spy.
1997?
6.
6? Oh my god, that's even worse.
All right, Mitch.
I have no idea.
GoldenEye.
Team Fortress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never played that.
All right, next question. I guess we're back to Mitch. What stylish action game started as a bug build of Onimusha, famous sword fighting game, where an enemy was juggled in midair indefinitely due to a physics glitch?
Read that one more time.
All right, what stylish action game
Okay.
started as a bugged build of Onimusha, where an enemy was juggled in the air indefinitely due to a physics glitch? In other words, every time you slashed the bad guy, they'd stay bouncing up in the air. This is the first game to really do that. It is a console game. Going once. Going twice.
I don't know.
Time.
Ninja Gaiden?
Devil May Cry.
Oh, never played that.
I never played it either. I never played Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, well, good guess. All right, next question. Back to Tom. In 1978, primitive hardware lagged when all the aliens were alive on the screen, but sped up as players destroyed them. What arcade game accidentally invented progressive difficulty curves this way? 1978.
Galaga?
No. Mitch. 1978. We've all played this game. Every child.
Space Invader.
Yes, Mitch. Good job.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of that would be that old.
I know.
1999. Back to Mitch. Developers accidentally crashed the PlayStation while trying to draw an entire 3D city. What horror game covered its map in a soup-thick blanket of fog as performance workaround, creating its signature atmosphere?
Silent Hill.
Yes, Mitch. Good job.
It's the only one I can remember that you can't see more than a building at a time.
Because it ain't rendered.
The score is tied 3-3. Next question. Tom, in 2020, what massively hyped AAA video game suffered such severe technical issues on last-gen consoles that PlayStation took the unprecedented step of removing it from the digital store for 6 months?
Cyberpunk?
Yes, Tom. Cyberpunk 2027.
I wasn't
It
sure.
wasn't running great on our good consoles either.
They fixed it.
That was going to be my guess, but I was like, I don't know.
Mitch, in 1993, developers ran out of memory trying to load dynamic lighting onto 3D character models. What game popularized light mapping, basic static shadows directly onto textures to save 3D rendering? All right, 1993, 3D models.
So something on the N64.
It made its way to the N64, but it started. We've talked about this in the podcast before.
That doesn't help.
We've got 6 years of stuff we've talked about.
We've talked about this podcast, I think this year, actually. I think I've actually referenced that this was the first game to do 3D models with its individual light sources.
I don't know.
Going twice.
Give up.
1993.
93.
Console game.
It made its way to console. It wasn't originally a console.
So it was a computer game. That does not narrow it down in my mind.
If he doesn't know, I have one guess.
What?
Doom.
It was, Mitch.
I wasn't going to get that.
Well, when I thought
Good
about
for
it,
you.
after what you said, you had to think about it's computer and then went to console.
Yep. Tom, in 2005, an accidental programming oversight allowed deadly debuff, quote, corrupted. Wait, I just skipped one. My bad. In what stealth game did developers leave an AI bug where guards followed footprints in the snow, realizing mid-testing they had accidentally created realistic line-of-sight tracking?
What year?
Oh, this would have been like 2000. Actually, it'd been like 97, maybe. I don't know the year, but it was PlayStation 1 era.
Line of sight
Yeah,
tracking
like
guards.
Guards saw your footprints in the snow, were startled by it, and then followed it to try and find you. Going once.
Metal Gear Solid?
Yes.
That's what I was going to guess. Darn it.
All right, Mitch. In 2005, an accidental programming oversight allowed a deadly debuff, quote, corrupted blood, to bleed out of a high-level raid zone into public cities. What game hosted this virtual epidemic which real-world epidemiologists studied? In other words, they used this weird freak accident of debuffing that spread throughout the entire servers of the game to study how viral outbreaks work. Think about 2005 massive online games. Going once.
World of Warcraft.
Yes.
That was my guess. I'm like, it's got to be World of Warcraft.
That's the only thing I can think
I
of.
remember when I was playing, when this happened, and I just logged in and there was bodies everywhere. I'm not talking like in this like the wilderness where people get killed. I'm talking about like in the cities where it's safe, and you're just like, what happened?
Is there a police officer I could talk to?
You know, the opening at 28 Days Later,
Yeah.
where he like walks out and he's just like, "Where's everybody?" That was like that. I was like, "Where did everybody go?" Everything's so quiet.
You logged in after the massacre.
Hey, he's just walking around with a can of soda.
Scooping up things.
Yeah.
Hey, he's just looting people. It was the best night of his life.
No, what happened was I was wandering around and then some dude like runs at me and I'm like, "What's happening?" He just goes, "Yeah," and stabs me and I get the viral outbreak and die later.
Oh, okay. That's always great.
Yeah. All right, back to Tom. In 2003, Square Enix developers made catastrophic database error during maintenance, deleting primary character data tables for thousands of players across multiple servers. What MMORPG was taken offline for days to reconstruct user data? I'll give you a hint. Well, I did say Square Enix developers. What does Square Enix make?
I don't know. Online MMO.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of stuff got deleted 2003.
Yep.
Which I think predates World of Warcraft.
Nope.
But I don't think it's World of Warcraft. That wouldn't be back-to-back answers.
Because
I'm going to say RuneScape?
no.
Damn.
What does Square Enix make, Mitch? Square Enix. What are they famous for?
Hang on, let me look it up. Hayden's lackluster attempts at the Jeopardy Final Jeopardy song.
No, it's the level up theme from a certain game franchise. All right, it's Final Fantasy 11.
I've never played Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
I never played any of those.
Moving on.
He's like doing the power up theme of Final Fantasy. I'm like,
It's like, I don't
look at
know.
him blank stare.
It's like we played shoot 'em up games.
All right, that was
Shoot 'em up and
for
wrestle.
Tom. Moving to Mitch. In 1998, a rogue computer command wiped out character models file by file on Pixar's main server. When internal backups failed, what movie was saved only because technical director Galen Suzman had a duplicate system on her home computer while working remotely
Your turn or my turn?
with a newborn?
Toy Story.
Yeah.
No. Unless you're not done answering the question.
2.
Yes.
Why'd you give him the hint? It was my moment.
It's Mitch. He needs all the help he can get.
I could have sworn it was the first one, though.
No, it was Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom, what 1993 film was planned entirely using stop-motion puppets until an ILM digital test proved animals could be rendered realistically, forever launching modern CGI blockbuster era?
The 1993.
1993
I know.
film
Shut up.
planned entirely using stop motion puppets, and then a bunch of CGI dorks was like, "Hey, look at this."
I know.
Going once,
Oh, balls.
going twice.
That awful dragon movie with Dennis Quaid.
Mitch,
Jurassic Park.
yes, damn it.
I remember they made like most of the movie with the stop motion, and then somebody realized they could do the CGI. They're like, let's go with that.
Yeah, poor Phil Tippett.
The dinosaur wrangler.
Yeah, because
Hey, he effed up hardcore. A lot of people died. The lawyer dude, he got ate in the bathroom.
that's a place of safety. All right, Mitch, what 1975 blockbuster was forced to shoot terrifying underwater point of view shots because it's giant mechanical?
Jaws.
Okay.
I was like, it's Jaws. I was like, when you said 1975, I was like, Jaws.
Well, you said giant mechanical. I was like, oh, well, it's underwater. It's
Tom, what 1993 stop motion classic lost weeks of work and thousands of physical props when a massive fire broke out at its San Francisco soundstage? (1993) stop motion classic. Going once.
When did the Neverending Story come out?
No. Mitch,
It's not stop motion.
going once.
James the Giant Peach.
Nope.
I don't know.
That came later. This was The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nah.
Okay.
1993?
Yeah, it's that old. Yes, that's why.
I was thinking it was like 96.
That's why when
Yeah,
we were
that
in
was
high
later.
school, all those girls were wearing all those,
Yeah.
little emo girls. All right. Next question. I think we're to Mitch now. What 1979 war epic suffered a production process so legendary for its disasters, including sets destroyed by Typhoon Olga and the lead actor suffering a heart attack, that the documentary Hearts of Darkness was made about it?
Oh, I know this.
I know you know this. So you better get it right,
It was
Mitch.
a war. You said war movie.
Yes, 1979 war epic.
I don't remember the name of it. I remember. I remember we watched it because like you got the whole helicopter that crashed and all that stuff. Is it Platoon?
No.
No,
No,
I can't-
1986.
I can't remember the name of this movie.
Apocalypse Now.
That's
Good
right.
job,
Yeah.
Tom.
Yo, man, dang, the horror.
Because I remember watching the documentary thing where the helicopter crashed and they about killed him. And
I would love to see that movie. Is he do that?
Yeah, he does that in the show. Yo, man, dang, the horror.
That's funny. All right, Tom.
Hey.
2014. In 2014, a state-sponsored hacker group known as the Guardians of Peace wiped out corporate servers, leaked unreleased films, and exposed sensitive executive emails to stop the comedy The Interview. What studio suffered the cyber attack?
Oh, who the hell made that crappy movie? Fox?
No.
MGM.
No. It was Sony Pictures Entertainment. Tracks, doesn't it?
Oh well.
Yeah, the Japanese, they don't like North Korea.
Mitch. In 1989, James Cameron built a digital water blank.
For Titanic.
No.
Oh.
Tom. In 1989, James Cameron built a digital
1989.
sequence specifically designed so it could be deleted if CGI looked too terrible. If it was so successful, it proved digital characters were viable for Hollywood. You know, from there on out. 1989, James Cameron, CGI.
The Abyss?
Yes,
I didn't think of about 1989. I was like, oh yeah.
Well, he said 1999
89.
to start. When you were talking, and then he went, oh, hang on, 19.
Play it back, Mitch.
I ain't got that much time.
All right, Tom. What 1993 tragic film accident involved a prop gun, a real bullet
I
fragment,
know.
killed a lead actor, prompting Hollywood to overhaul firearm safety and move towards digital muzzle flashes?
The Crow?
Good job, Tom.
Yeah.
The score is Tom.
I knew that one.
7-7. Mitch. What 1982 film set helicopter crash resulted in the deaths of 3 actors, triggering historic legal battles and safety reforms regarding child actor labor laws and pyrotechnics?
This is the name of the movie.
Yeah, this movie's more famous for this accident than the actual movie.
That's probably why we don't know the name of it.
You guys should read something.
What was the year?
1982.
Should watch something. I have no idea.
Is it a war movie?
No. This part was sort of war, but it's complicated. In totality, it is not a war movie.
Okay. So it's a movie with war that got like kind of sprinkled down at the end, like putting like salt and pepper on a dinner.
It's kind of like a scene, like kind of like Forrest Gump. You know,
Okay.
You can't really say Forrest Gump's a war movie.
True.
Who's in it?
Oh my gosh! All right, it is Twilight Zone the movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Next question. I think we go to Tom. What 2000 film struggled to render believable digital ocean physics, forcing VFX artists to pioneer the first physics-based fluid simulation algorithms in Hollywood? You're not going to know this movie. So, going once.
Godzilla.
Mitch.
Waterworld.
Perfect Storm.
Yeah. I do know the movie. I just didn't know that was where it was
I
from.
thought that was like a 1999 movie.
That's when
It-
George
it
Clooney
was
and Mark
in
Wahlberg
Yeah.
go fishing.
It's 2000.
And the ocean fish is back.
Hey, fish.
The ocean's like, I'm going boating.
All right. Mitch, right? Yeah, Mitch.
Sure.
2004, skin rendering looked unnaturally plastic in early 3D tests. What animated film forced animators to pioneer subsurface scattering to simulate penetrating human skin? In other words, I'll give you a hint. This is a fully animated movie, 2004. All right, and they made the humans look so realistic. It was definitely an upgrade for like CG animated films from there on out.
Final Fantasy.
No, 2004. When you think of animated films, what do you think of?
I mean, there's a lot.
Oh.
Going once, going twice. The Incredibles.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
No, you weren't.
That doesn't look.
That doesn't look realistic.
So like the way that the skin dissolves, the light dissolves in their skin. That's like what made it look more realistic.
I didn't even notice it.
Question.
All right,
I thought the animated Final Fantasy movie that they made was going to be because that looks more realistic.
My God.
Tom. 1997, a 6'5" extra wearing an awkward stormtrooper helmet banged his head hard on a low door frame. What film added a loud clang sound effect to the special edition release to honor the blooper?
Star Wars, A New Hope.
Yes. Good job, Tom.
Here, let me just throw them up to Tom. Give him all the easy ones.
All right, Mitch, here you go. All right, you ready? In 2008, a hospital demolition charge failed to detonate on cue, forcing this actor
Dark Knight and Heath Ledger.
to stand out in a nurse outfit fiddling with fake remote. Yeah,
And then when it
Dark
actually
Knight Rises.
no.
No, it's just the dark.
And then when the bomb went off, he actually jumped and they kept it in there.
Tom!
Hey,
This 1976 sports film tested a heavy prototype camera stabilizer by having the inventor's wife sprint up a public library staircase, producing footage so smooth the director rewrote the main training montage around it. 1976.
a 1976 sports movie.
Yes. I'll say the key words again. 1976 sports film, public library staircase,
Oh,
training montage.
Rocky.
Yes.
I mean, granted, it is all about
I was
boxing.
thinking. I was thinking about football.
Granted, it's about sports. I don't think of Rocky as
Because I remember
as a
what movie
boxing.
it was, like the
boxing
cameras
movie.
like on like the cords like going over stadiums.
Yeah.
Like a movie did that.
Yeah.
And then the NFL was like, we want that.
That's a good idea.
So some dude was like, "Hey, let my I invented this camera, and it's gonna be very stable when people are running, so it won't bounce."
Yeah.
He's like, "Let my wife carry this heavy camera, and then chase Sylvester Stallone up the stairs, and then like it just changed how cinematography happened ever since." So there you go, you learned something. Mitch, what 1999 sci-fi blockbuster nearly lost its entire production setup when a freak 160-mile-per-hour storm tore through Australian sound stages, completely destroying external sets? Famous film, 1999.
just going to guess the Matrix.
Yes, Mitch. Good job.
Because
Just gonna guess the Matrix.
it's not the Titanic, so I was like, I guess maybe it's the Matrix.
Yeah.
It would help if he could read the question in one shot without repeating a word. In 1999.
99.
I got to do that because it's like talking to a kindergarten.
Hey. Look, I've been up since yesterday. I got Red Bull. I got my headache medicine.
Time.
Delirious.
In 1966, the concept of teleportation was invented entirely as a financial workaround because constructing physical spaceship landings for every single episode would have bankrupted the show. What?
Star Trek.
Bull!
Oh, you knew that one, Mitch.
I did.
Did you know Gene Roddenberry was in the LAPD?
That I did not.
Yeah, he was a detective. All right, Mitch. In 1990s, network censorship prevented this show, from displaying blood on the screen, forcing animators to invent vampires absorbing plasma through suction cups on their hands. What show is this? I thought of everybody here. You would know this one.
Suction cups on their hands?
What year?
1990. It's got one of the, coolest intros.
Oh, it can't be.
Going once.
1990.
Going twice.
I don't know.
Just take a shot in the dark, man.
I don't know of anything with vampires in the 1990s.
This is like a thing that they did that was goofy. It's not the thing. All right, Tom.
Is it Gargoyles?
No.
Damn.
Going once. We're all done. Okay, Spider-Man, the animated series.
Oh.
Spider-Man the animated series didn't come out until 1994.
Oh, I'm sorry. In the 1990s.
Ah, look at there.
All right, my bad.
But that's also just
No, 'cause
one
that's
character.
what Morbius did.
Yeah.
'Cause I was thinking Morbius, and I'm like, no, it's like that.
But that's just
didn't come out
one
until,
character
like,
that's
94.
only in like maybe 8 total episodes of the entire show.
I don't know.
If only he could read.
Yeah. Tom, this is a good one for Tom. What iconic British sci-fi series
British.
established that it's
Doctor Who.
yes. This time machine looked like an ordinary blue foam
Hey, I knew that one. Time the
purely because the production lacked the budget to build a new alien prop for every time period.
The TARDIS.
Mitch. This is a good one for Mitch. What 1990s teen drama pioneered the vampire dusting visual effect specifically to avoid leaving bodies behind and bypass network scissors banning gore?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes, Mitch.
All right.
Network censors.
Scissors. No, it's censors.
Snip.
Cut that.
Might as well do it. All right. Tom, in what 1980s animated show were characters constantly shown shooting lasers instead of bullets and jumping out of exploding vehicles via parachutes to pass TV standards forbidding firearm death?
G.I. Joe.
Yes, Tom. Mitch, what long-running animated comedy short began as a short crew bumper segments on the Tracy Ullman Show because animators lacked the budget and time to refine character designs and accidentally creating their yellow aesthetic?
I'm gonna go with The Simpsons.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the Tracy Ullman show is.
It started out as like a I don't know, cutaway or something like that. All right. Tom, in what horror series did a camera operator trip and fall, causing a horde of extras to swarm the ground in character and accidentally invent the show's signature low-angle perspective? I'm not going to say what the shot is called because it's too much of a giveaway.
Can you read that again?
I'm confused too.
So, this show,
Okay.
cameraman is running from zombies, trips and falls. Instead of the extras breaking character, they hoard the camera. And the showrunner loved it so much he kept that. And that was like the essential shot for this show.
Is it The Walking Dead?
Yes.
I was gonna say, it's got to be The Walking Dead with a horde of zombies on a TV show.
Yeah, that shot is called the Walker Cam perspective.
That makes sense.
All right, Mitch, in what drama series did this person get so mad they took a pizza and flung it on top of a roof like a frisbee, landing it perfectly flat on his very first attempt?
We're talking about the show. Breaking Bad.
Yes.
I had to think of the name. I was like, make sure I say the right thing.
I was keep thinking Malcolm in the Middle. I was like, I know it's Bryan Cranston.
That's why I was thinking of his name. I was like, what is the show? Oh yeah.
Tom, and That's a dumb one. All right. In what 1990s sitcom did this actor sprint onto set so late for his cue that he skidded sideways?
Seinfeld.
Okay. And Michael Richards, yeah.
Yeah,
Became
Michael
a
Richards,
shtick.
Cosmo Kramer.
All right. The score is 13, Mitch, and 16, Tom. So you have won, Tom. All right. Can anybody gauge for, let's say for 10 points, can anybody gauge what this trivia was about?
Movie production
Movie,
ideas.
video game, and television production.
Faults and glitches.
That's close enough, Mitch. I'll give
Oh,
it
look at there, 10 points.
it was like
What the?
it was like accidents that propelled the industry. All right. So
Stupid.
I'm sorry you find that
I
stupid.
win.
Let me get to my news section.
No, you don't. We can just cut that out.
So let's talk about the industry trends and business models. I know you guys love this stuff, but
I don't think we're talking about True Lies. Hey, hijack the episode.
oh yeah.
He's like, we're doing what I want to do.
All right, let's talk specifically about the Odyssey. Nobody's seen it yet. I'm going to see it this week, but it is.
Why?
You don't want to see the Odyssey?
No,
Why?
It looks horrible.
it doesn't look great.
It's crushing right now.
Yeah.
It's just because
Okay.
it's Nolan.
Well, I mean, I'm going to give it a shot.
That because it's in IMAX, so people have to pay a lot more to go see it.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to go see it in IMAX.
I don't want to see it.
Well, all right. Let me make this argument for you. It was a $360 million budget. It recouped $250 million in 48 hours. All right, 261 total, and 50 million of that is in the 20 IMAX theaters that are in America. There's only 20 left.
Really?
Yeah, they're like a dying breed. Huh. But Nolan is so much of a fan of IMAX that he had his engineering team develop a shell for the camera because it's a very loud camera, and they put the 75-pound padding shell on it, and it's so goofy and awkward that in order to get close-ups for people, because he shot it 100% in IMAX. They had to put this mirrored apparatus on the lens so they could shoot under people to get the right angles for the close-ups. And he invented all this crazy stuff because he believes in IMAX that much. He thinks that the fans deserve a higher aspect ratio and quality and whatnot. But yeah, the cameras are so loud that shell keeps it quiet. And so I think that it's a testament, to Nolan's craft because, he's not... I don't say he's batting 1,000. I think he's got some movies that are kind of ooh. But I think that people believe in Nolan enough to give it a shot, and the fact that he's got all these actors, the the laundry list of actors that have agreed to sign up to be in this movie, which apparently was a hellacious production. People were just getting pissed on rain out in the ocean, and he made rigs to tie people down and stuff to boats so they couldn't get washed away and stuff like that, and for the cameras as well. God forbid a camera gets broken.
This movie should have been made 20 years ago with Sean Bean playing Odysseus.
I agree. I love that idea. I don't know whatever happened to that, but I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. From what I hear, people like it, and but I think that it's a good testament to show that certain films are not dead. Right, people are still willing to go out there. It's not an original IP, but it's not like we've seen the film adaptation of Odysseus in the past 20 years. There was that made-for-TV one. You watching it high school, yeah, which I actually really liked. All right, let's talk about Spaceballs.
The new one?
Yeah, the new one. I love the idea for this movie because it's doing the exact opposite. Instead of finding new material, it's let's just make fun of everybody for reinventing the wheel over again and make that our shtick for this
I
film.
wish they call it Spaceballs 2, The Quest for More Money.
Yeah.
Like they call it in the movie.
But that have you seen their warpath for their franchise? It's a spoof.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, what you sent.
Yeah. So they got their Marvel phases.
It goes out to 2038 and
Yeah.
beyond.
Yeah. So it starts
Spaceballs
off
Beyond.
It starts off at phase 1, 2, and 3, and then it has a time is a flat circle phase where like everything starts all over again, and then it goes to phase 4 ? And then it goes like all the way up to 6, but maybe that's actually 3, and like
I think like number 8 was like the infinity loop.
Yeah.
It just goes in and out of each other.
It's never ending.
Like Star Wars, like the original trilogy suddenly became episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Right, and like every character gets their own movie. And then there was one where it was like a Darth Vader Lord
Dark Helmet.
Dark Helmet, the Origins.
Yeah.
Then he had a couple sequels. It was like Dark Helmet, the Origins of the Origins. So, it's I think it's funny that they're like making fun of it. We're satirizing what everybody's doing with the franchises nowadays, and because I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little bit of comic book fatigue. I mean, where are you, Mitch?
You're getting it now. We've been getting it for the last 5 years.
I know. I'm talking like this is the first time I've ever had it, but
I mean, for the most part, yeah. I am excited to see Spider-Man. I'm excited to see
Spider-Man.
Avengers Doomsday. But
I think like
you know,
I'm interested to see Avengers Doomsday for one reason and one reason only.
Robert
How are they?
Downey Jr.
Well, how are they going to get themselves out of this? How are they going to save this crashing ship that is the MCU?
well, if you want to take a few minutes, I can tell you how the story's going to go.
Go ahead, Mitch. I'm ready.
Well, in Marvel, they did announce that Ryan Gosling is about to be Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I just saw that.
They
They're not
have
bringing back Nick Cage.
He's Spider Noir.
And I like how like online everybody's like, oh yeah, Marvel's cooking with that casting. I was like, everybody's been telling them to cast this person for like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't do anything but listen to people for once. Then you got David Johnson, I guess that's how you say his name, is going to be T'Challa. T'Challa's son.
Yeah, I
and he's
saw
going to be Black
that.
Panther.
I like that dude. He was in Alien Romulus, which I loved that movie. A lot of people were kind of on the fence about it, but I loved it a lot. And he was in The Long Walk, which is another great movie. I highly recommend that movie.
I hope they don't give him like a T'Challa-esque kind of name. I hope his name's just like Phil.
I think he's
Or
born in
Fred.
Detroit or something, isn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Jeff.
But
Jeff.
Avengers Doomsday comes out on the 18th of December this year. You're going to have Captain America returning. Then you'll have Cyclops, Gambit, Professor X, Namor, Mystique, and Magneto are the only mutants that you've seen in the trailer so far. But they'll all be incorporated.
They're from the original X-Men.
Right.
Okay.
Then you'll have Loki, Shang-Chi, Fantastic Four. They'll join the Avengers as well. Let's see. And then from what I can tell from like the trailer, like there's one part where you see Professor X is like looking out a window. It looks like the sun is coming down towards the planet almost. Well, in the comics, there's a thing what they call the incursion event, which basically the entire universe collapses into one world.
Oh, so they're going to unite all the different universes?
Well, because I think they're going to mix two stories together where that happens, and then they'll end up having the battle world on Secret Wars, where all these characters are there. Well, only one version of them can stay alive.
Okay.
And good guys and bad guys in the Secret Wars in the comics all had to fight together to save their world or whatever.
Why do you think they're going to do that?
Because some of these like Ian McKellen can't keep being Magneto. He's getting a little up there in age. So I think they're going to do this to where they can merge and keep the characters that still want to play their characters, and then bring in newer, younger actors that can play other ones. Because like Scott Marsden, is that
James Marsden?
James Marsden.
Yeah.
He plays Cyclops. I think he's going to be in this movie, and then I think he'll at some point in the movie die, and then they'll restart another character as Cyclops in the future.
Okay. It still sounds like a lot of work to figure out how to make a story fan servicey and.
Well, I think essentially they're wanting to do this so they can keep, like I said, keep the characters they want, and then just start fresh and move forward.
I did like that bit where Ryan got Reynolds.
Yeah,
He's like, "Hey, am I in the movie?" And it was Robert Downey Jr. was like, "No."
but I also think that's a clue because he's wearing a different suit. He was wearing the gray suit, which is what he wears when he's working with X-Force.
Oh, okay.
Which is like the Shadow X-Men group where like Wolverine, Deadpool, Sabretooth, Archangel, and Psylocke, they go in and just murder people. It's a lot more violent. They're not the peace, love, and happy. They're kill the people before they become bad guys.
Who's gonna? So is what's his name going to come back for Wolverine?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that.
I mean, he said he wasn't going to, and we were like, there's like, what, 2 movies now
Yeah.
since he said that?
I don't know.
And it could be where Daphne Keene takes over as X-23.
Okay.
Because in the comics, she takes over the name Wolverine, and he just goes by Logan for a long time in the comics until more recently. But they also have what they see in the trailers, the Latvarian witches, which they're all wearing. Like there's a purple, a green, and a red one.
Mm-hmm.
And the theory is that's going to be Sylvie from Loki is the green one.
Mm-hmm.
Cleo that took Doctor Strange is the purple one, which was what's her name?
No, it's the Sanderson sisters.
Was
Winifred and who are the other 2?
The vacuum one.
I'm trying to think what her name was. Is the girl that was in Furiosa?
Oh, Anna Taylor-Joy.
No, it's the one that played the original.
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, she's going to play that character, and then Wanda Maximoff will be the Red Witch, and they'll use
they're
that.
gonna bring her back.
Technically, you never saw her die. When she died, when she died, you just saw an explosion of red energy.
Okay,
and it was
that's the stuff
it was
I'm
all
talking
screen.
about. That's the stuff I'm talking
But see, the Scarlet Witch, when she goes crazy, she also had that book that was like a book of the underworld, where she could have just transported. Yeah, pretty much. She could transported herself to hell, or
I guess the only way anybody dies is if you see him get like physically ripped apart by another person. Like Thanos is just like ripping out someone's rib cage.
He did it with Loki. He did it. He killed Tony Stark.
I mean, I'm just saying, when you have
the
a witch,
Infinity Stones killed Tony Stark.
When you have a witch that can alter reality, a stone falling on her is not a guaranteed death.
Okay.
Just saying.
So my argument is that like this was money, right? They made a lot of money with this franchise.
Yeah.
But do you know how much money Phase 1 made?
I don't know.
Maybe like $4.2 billion. Do you know how much all of Stranger Things made?
How much?
$4.6 billion. That's right. Stranger Things.
Horrible.
I agree. I agree. But TV is dominating.
But there's also... Well, I was going to say they come out more regularly, but they don't.
Yeah, they used to. Not anymore. But it takes them 3 years to do a season.
So, like The Pit, for instance, it's like a low budget. What do they call those procedural dramas?
Mm-hmm.
But because they can pump out 26 episodes a season, people won't stop talking about it.
Right.
It dominates social media. It keeps the interest, and it kind of that low budget gravy train just keeps racking in steady cash. Whereas you have Stranger Things or House of the Dragons or something like that, and they'll take them 2 to 3 years to pump out a season. That they'll spend like $500 million, but they'll make back like $2 billion.
Yeah,
and that guaranteed source of income is just dominant. So many actors, so many Hollywood theater, film trained actors are jumping to TV nowadays to get that steady cash flow.
Which Marvel needs to do more of, because for their stories, it would make more sense to have like 8 one-hour episodes than it would be to try and just squeeze all of this into one movie.
Yeah,
it would make more sense to do them that way.
Yeah, but
because like Daredevil stories
suck.
Daredevil's pretty good.
Okay, Daredevil, I'll give you that.
That's the only other than Wonder Man. That's the only Marvel show they have right now.
Now, to Mitch's credit, like each episode of House of Dragons costs like $20 million.
And season 2 was a total waste of money because that was just a Damon tripping balls at Harrenhal.
That was a weird season, but like each episode really does cost millions and millions of dollars. I don't think there's been one episode of any of the Marvel TV shows that have ever cost that much. No. And if they were to
what about Rings of Power?
Yeah,
that was $100 million an episode or something.
I'll give you that, and they're still cranking out a 3rd season.
And I don't know why.
Because there is a fan base, all right? I don't think it's as big as they wanted it to be, but they're doubling down.
I'm the only person who's probably seen that show and never wanted to. Every single episode, I get more and more mad.
Well, I just think for Marvel, because their stuff is based in a real world that's just regular buildings and stuff, they can get away with a lot more sets. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like House of the Dragon has to build their castles and all their sets and stuff like that. And they have to do, because their dragons is like their big thing, they have to animate these dragons all the time.
It's only because of the dragon strike.
Okay.
All those dragon actors, they're just hanging out because they want more money.
I do think that if Marvel threw their film budget at a TV show, if they put $300 million into a 10-episode TV show, It would be a really good show.
I mean, I think a good show would be taking the X-Men franchise and making that a TV show. Even if you only have like the main X-Men, like Cyclops or Wolverine, show up every so often, and focus more on like the teenagers that are actually in the school. Not make them like the goofy little kids, but the ones that are actually training to be X-Men.
Right, and I think
I don't want a 10-episode show. I want the old days. I want 22 episodes.
Well, I want that too, but they're not going to do it.
I'm a big fan of miniseries because I feel like you tell a story, to a point where it's bigger than a movie. So you got you got a big meal to eat, right? When you binge it, because you're inevitably going to binge it. I mean, who actually watches a show as it comes out anymore? I don't know. I don't. But when the show's over, you can sit down and watch it, and it feels like the story ends exactly when it needs to. It doesn't feel like it keeps going on and on and on. And it also doesn't feel like a movie where you're just like, that's it. So I like a big show.
Well, see, I think with this, like everybody keeps talking about Doom, bad guy Doom. I actually think in this first movie, because this is going to be like part 1, and then I think it's Secret Wars will be part 2. I think he's going to be actually helping the good guys in this, because if the worlds are colliding, if he doesn't help them save the world, he dies too. So I really think that it'll end up being Robert Downey Jr., Dr. Doom, helping them more so than fighting them.
Is he Tony Stark or Von Doom, whatever?
There's actually been, I saw somebody made an edit. It's a very compelling theory that Robert Downey Jr. was never really Anthony Stark's son biologically. Because when he goes back to the past, he talks about having a son, but Robert Downey Jr. wouldn't have been born at that moment. Like he wouldn't have been born at the time that
Tony Stark wouldn't have been born.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, Tony Stark wouldn't have been born at that time that Anthony was talking about having a son. And then they keep referring to like different things that allude to him being a foreign kind of national kind of thing. It's little things, but it's interesting to where they could point it that way.
I don't think they were
because they don't have that foresight.
Yeah, I don't think they were thinking that far behind, to be honest with you.
I agree, but there are things that could point to it and make it possible. Because I watched this whole video of these people that they had taken clips, and it's like, it does make sense.
I think when they pioneered the first idea for an Avengers movie, they planned out all the way to Thanos, sort of like cliff notes. They got like post-it notes somewhere that had like, these are the points.
Make sure we hit this scene somewhere in this movie.
And that's it. They didn't go anywhere beyond that.
Well, I mean, because I can already tell Doomsday is going to be very convoluted. Like, even more so, because
It's convoluted now.
Because they showed one scene where you've got the people from Wakanda are shaking hands with the Fantastic Four, and you see the ocean in the background, like around them. Well, there's a whole storyline where Namor floods Wakanda, and the Fantastic Four and others help, persuade Namor to go away.
All I'm saying is that
there's tons of stories in one.
It's kind of like Destiny, the video game series. Like, nobody gets into Destiny, year 4, right? Destiny 2 especially, like years after it came out, because the story and the guns and the gameplay is so convoluted. If you're a new player, you're just like, what is happening? And I think like the MCU has a dedicated fan base that just kind of peters off. And no person that knows anything about comics is going to be like, I'm going to try these Marvel movies out. And they see
because you don't know where to start.
You don't know where to start. And if you do, you got to watch like 120 hours of film to like get caught up. Nobody wants to do that.
I think what they need to do is take like the big characters like Thor and stuff. They appear in the movies, but then you take like the people like X-Men, even Spider-Man, and some like there's a group called the Midnight Suns, which is like Moon Knight, Punisher, Black Panther, and there's one other character where they're like the street level stuff. Make all anything street level a TV series, and then make all the big people coming in like Thor and Captain Marvel and all them. Make that in the movie, because that's when you're going to have like the big explosions and stuff. Everything else is like low level.
And they should
just
do animated.
Well, that's
like
one thing.
Like Star Wars did with Clone Wars. Between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith.
Well, that and then like DC's doing right now, where animated stuff is still part of the live action story. It's just this part's animated, and they'll refer to things that happened in the animation, which I think is good because there's some things that just don't look good in live action, and you can make look a lot better with animation.
But animation would probably be cheaper.
Yeah, it would.
And you could just hire voice actors. It doesn't have to be Chris Hemsworth or.
That's a good segue into Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I was going to do it on the next one, though, because I got a lot.
Oh.
I got some ideas for it.
Okay, well, tune in for the next episode.
I got some casting ideas and some
I could
discussion.
review something. that I watched
Okay.
for the last 10 minutes.
How about I talk about what this whole episode is about? Where we
There was a plot to this.
yes, okay. All these happy accidents lead to like industry leaps in making film and entertainment and video games better. Okay, so Grand Theft Auto 6, for instance. What's one of the biggest issues you have with open world video games?
You get lost.
No.
Like, not like physically lost, but there's just so much to do.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well, I mean, if you have a good, like Skyrim is a good example. You have a good quest log, and like you can go into open world, and you can jump back into a main quest whenever you want to.
right. But imagine you're in a very urban city. Okay, you're walking down the street. What's one thing that you wish you could do in those video games that you couldn't do? All these doors, all these windows,
Yeah, because it's
just buildings
cannot
that you can't go into.
barriers. Yeah. Well, they fixed it. 60% of every building is exposable. Like you can go inside of it. Like the industry standard was like 95%.
Make your console melt down.
No, so they have
get like a
developed,
liquid intercooler or something for my Xbox to run this.
they've developed essentially like an asset bank. So like it when you approach like a shack by the sea, right? It knows like beach, shack, one story, and it has all these building archetypes like loaded off screen somewhere in a bank, and as you open the door, like everything just pops into place before you even notice it. Okay. So, I'm not saying that every building will be the exact same for every player. I don't know if that's the case or not, but the fact that they're able to do that for this game, I mean, that's why it took them 15 years to build. On top of that, they've also mapped NPC AI into it. So, like, cops will be smart. They won't just
The cops in Vice City were savages.
well, like this.
Those dudes were just come out of
But they're
nowhere.
not going to throw bodies at you. They're gonna track you. They're gonna put spike strips down on like where they think you're gonna go.
Yeah, they did that in Vice City.
I did see that they said that there's actual jail time for this game.
Yeah.
So, like, if you get
I can't get on. I'm still doing my sentence.
Yeah.
if you get caught, you'll be
Can you guys bail me out?
Wearing an ankle monitor and stuff.
I mean, you'll basically be in jail for like 3 hours or something like that. You can't log on to do anything because you're in jail.
That's stupid.
And like,
Well, it's interesting. It'll
not
make
3 hours. It's gonna.
Well,
be,
yeah. I'm just throwing out something,
But so the fact that they have like intelligent AI, like if you shoot a guy in the face and there's a witness, that guy's gonna remember you.
Yeah.
And if you go away on the other side of the state because it's a state-sized map, and you come back like a month real time later, that guy's gonna remember your face, right?
I'm telling the sheriff.
Yeah.
I saw that. It's like it's Red Dead Redemption 2, and you got to hunt him down, kill him, and some other guy on a hill's like, I saw that.
So that's some of the big stuff. Like another cool thing they did was they basically did mechanic dispersion, like body weight dispersion mechanics. In other words, like the wind will whip in your hair if you're driving a vehicle on the water or like a motorcycle on like a dirty road. It'll be different, like it would be in real life. If you're a fat dude going down the stairs and there's a skinny dude like sliding down a hill, like the way that their body mechanics work, it'll be organic to that person, and that's all AI stuff too. So Rockstar took a whole bunch of like 15 of these 15 years. They took a whole bunch of like watching how NPCs work, just in like a zoo environment. Like, why does this guy look goofy? And then they plotted and planned all these different programs that are running background that you'll never hear of, understand, or whatever, and you'll just be like, wow, that's really cool looking. It's realistic looking, and it's cool to see a game that does that. I'm not a huge fan of Grand Theft Auto, but I definitely can respect like the amount of effort and work that they've put into it. Enough for me to like it gets my attention. I'm gonna give it a shot.
I did get kind of disappointed. They talked about there's not going to be any multiplayer to begin with, at least.
No, it's always been like that too.
Which, to me, a game like that you can play multiplayer is a lot more fun.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can have fun playing it one player, but when you can play with friends in a big open sandbox like that, it's
they're
a lot of fun.
gonna have GTA 6 online eventually.
Well, they said that they might just continue GTA Online that they have now and just update it, but we'll see.
Well, I know it's a big push because like they rake in millions, hundreds of millions a year.
Oh yeah.
And like I think if you buy the game, you get like $100,000 towards the GTA Online. So, yeah, I think that it's pretty cool to see where games are going. And I there's definitely kind of like how TV and film, the only way that film works is if it's an indie film where a lot of low budget, less than $10 million talented people can get together, like Backrooms or Obsession, and make an original, like, interesting story, or you have a AAA mess of money that they just throw so much piles of cash at it that, like, people have to go see it because it's the new Marvel or whatever. And and TV is like this, like, steady mainstream, everybody's going to watch it, kind of thing. Not necessarily true. There's a lot of one-offs that flop, but for the most part, like, that's like you're like Apple TV's crushing it right now. All of their shows are so good, except for Cape Fear. I watched it. It sucks. But yeah, and then,
review.
and then video games. Video games, you have the AAA monsters that come out.
That die in 6 months.
Most of them do live service. I mean, let's be honest here. That's what's killing most video games. And then you have your indie games that are crushing it. There's a lot of really good indie games that come out there with a small development team, and they just have a lot of passion that they put into it. And it plays on nostalgia factors like the Metroidvania games or like the Legend of Zelda adventure games and stuff like that. That they can combine these cool story crafting abilities into a survival aspect, and then these games take off, and I just like to see where things are going. I think whatever this hump is for entertainment this past 10 years, I think we're finally getting over it.
I was watching this one streamer, and she was talking about the Assassin's Creed Black Flag that came out.
Yeah.
She said, like, they Ubisofted.
Yeah.
They added a battle pass to a one-player game for Assassin's Creed.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. But she was talking about, like, they added a battle pass where you can download, like, you could pay and you can get, like, the hatchet from Assassin's Creed 3
right,
or anything like that. And I was like, what?
I don't care. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah. So basically they just found a way to try and
make money.
eke more money out of you just on a remake.
Give us money.
Yeah.
We're not doing well.
PlayStation's learning a lot too, because they're doing no physical game stuff moving forward, and then, like, the amount of blowback that's coming out of that, I couldn't care less.
That's what, like, GTA 6, they said there's probably not going to be a physical copy.
It's a code.
Yeah, they'll have codes in a box, but there won't be a physical disc.
A lot of people are losing their minds over that.
But I mean, I don't really mind. I mean, because, like, they're like, oh, well, if they revoke the license and take it offline, then you can't play it. Well, then I'll get my money back one way or the other.
No, you won't.
Because, well, there's ways, but it does make sense. Like, if you downloaded it and they take it offline where you can't play it, yeah, that's kind of crappy.
It's theft, but that's why it's not a game that you own anymore. It's a license that you're borrowing or something like that.
It'll be like terms and conditions.
Yeah.
If I'm borrowing, why am I spending $80 to borrow it?
Because you're like got at least to you.
I'll be honest. I was looking forward to GTA 6. I actually thought about taking time off from work to be able to play it. Yeah. And then when I found out it wasn't multiplayer, I'm like,
When's it supposed to be coming out?
November 19th. I was going to, but I was like, well, if it's not multiplayer, I don't need to take time off. I can just play it on my own.
Yeah, the games as a service, like, era, I think is finally over. Like, that crappy PlayStation game that came out, what was it called? Like Corona or something?
I don't know.
That was like it was weird, like Guardians of the Galaxy meets like Fortnite. But anyways, so they had all these big $300 million games that came out, and they just were like, within weeks of launch, like, their player base dropped to like 5,000, and they just canceled these games because they're too expensive to keep up, and nobody's going to play it. So, yeah, games as a service, I think, is officially dying because a lot of games are coming out that are solely for gameplay purposes, not to milk every nickel and dime out of you.
I wonder if, like, gamer levels have, like, stabilized back to, like, pre-COVID.
Have you seen the Black Ops 2 stuff? Or, like, they brought it all back. Like, you can make your own.
Yeah.
Game picture and all that.
Gamer emblems.
And all these kids are just getting murked by all these old timers on there, like us and stuff. and they're just like, why are you so mean?
I was just teabagging some dude you just shot, saying all kinds of
horrible
things.
Horrible things. Oh, flashbacks.
Well, I made one video.
Yo, man, yo, Daniel, the horror.
I made one video. I was like, yeah, let me go back and show this kid on what it took to get banned back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s.
You got to swat somebody.
You couldn't even get banned back then.
Yeah,
it took a lot to get to that point.
It was like a 3-day ban at best too. So. Yeah. Well, I think that's a pretty good stopping point. Yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm holding out for the future. I think everybody's kind of finding their niche. TV's being taken more seriously. I think movies are just going to have to be better quality, or they're not going to be good movies at all, and nobody's going to go see them. And video games are going to stop as live service crap. It's going to be, a quality game with, if it's multiplayer, you don't have to pay for any extra crap.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like for the Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah.
You could stream that, or it was on the PlayStation Store where you could just download it because it's been out for a while. And I went to play it, and I was like, oh, you got to have a live service login for EA. I'm like, never mind. I just deleted it back off. I was like, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I'm not signing in just to play this game through their server.
Most games are going back to the old ways where if you want to link up with somebody, you just make a password, and they type in your password. So if your password's poop, right?
They type in poop.
And then you link up with that guy.
Like Elden Ring.
Right. And then boom, you're in. Yeah, just like Elden Ring. So,
And Elden Ring did that 5 years ago.
yeah. I mean, that's back in like Diablo 2 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And it works. So, all right. Well, thanks for listening.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed our review of True Lies.
Tom's really mad I didn't watch True Lies. I've seen it a billion times. I could have probably muscled my way through it, but
Nah.
all right. Well, that's it for me, Hayden. Goodbye from Mitch.
Goodbye, old time.
And goodbye from Tom.
Goodbye, Tim.
Bye.
Yeah, I've seen all of it.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay, that's what I was going to talk about because I